Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. He got loose, almost has to finally track down at the 32. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Michigan.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He wants to change this route. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive, and it came. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Here's a heat, turning it on.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to the air on second and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Bring in the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Steps away. He'll try to do it himself. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Michigan offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Underwood. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 38.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Shoots it to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Ray. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab down the left side. Off to the races. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simpson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. Picks up the first down, still moving. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the air, it's Underwood. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pulls it in on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Marshall. He'll go out of bounds. They'll
guy is such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage. But look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
White 94 slider choice. White 94 slider choke. You got it.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. On fourth down, looking to pass. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's lead. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Under fire. Makes the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it, and they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Offense just trying to get the ball to the receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Lets it go to the end zone. Gets it out fast. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Into the end zone. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Snagged in the middle. It's Klein. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
That's caught. It's Haynes. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. first down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man quickly. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. On the move at the 30.